Welcome again, gentlemen. Let's go straight into our topic of discourse this afternoon. We're starting with Lagos State as Nigerians tackle the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu after he asked for donations for victims of the Abule explosion. Of course, we are all aware that the Lagos State Governor Sanwo-Olu and his deputy Femi Hamzat yesterday visited the scene of the explosion in Abule satellite town here in Lagos to conduct an on-the-spot assessment of the situation. While there, he promised to set up a fact-finding committee to investigate the cause of the explosions, and the committee has been given 2 weeks to submit its report. Also, the governor set up a 2 billion naira relief fund to bring succor to the victims of the explosions. He went on to appeal to other well-meaning Nigerians to donate into the account provided. Well, while some Nigerians applauded the state governor for coming out to ask for donations for the victims, others expressed displeasure in strong terms at the move, saying it is another means for the government to milk the state residents. Prince Chilaka.
We have the Ministry of Humanity, or whatever they call it, that is supposed to cater for issues like this. Let me say that I'm not particularly happy with our leaders and the way they handle the lives of Nigerians. This thing happened on Sunday, started by, I think, by 9 a.m. and throughout the day the governor and his deputy didn't see the need to come down to that place.
On Sunday,
and I keep asking, what is the value of a Nigerian life? What is the value? Are we only useful to our political leaders when they need us for elections? The same thing that has happened in Abule, where people have died. In the last 1 month, there has been several fires across Lagos State, Lagos Island and all of that. And the question I keep asking is, why is it that after each incident, there's this noise making, there's this wailing, there's this crying, and after a few days, it all dies and we all come back and continue from where it all stopped? So for the government to now say that they are setting up a trust fund for people who, it's like pouring salt on a wound.
All right, that's your opinion.
Yes.
All right, but then Dr. Maduka, let me ask, what is wrong in asking for donations really for the victims of this explosion? In other countries where natural disasters are quite rife, it's a normal thing. Yeah. People come out, and voluntarily, just give, so that people who are affected can have some sort of relief. So what is really wrong with this call by the governor for donations?
Pat, first of all, ask who is a Nigerian. That is the issue. Who is a Nigerian? Because many people don't even believe they are Nigerian. You only hear Nigerian when it's in the papers. When you talk about the concept of citizenship, it's not there. Just like Mazi said, how do we treasure the lives of Nigerians? It's not only now. We've lost a lot of people, Boko Haram, and so on and so forth. How those are leaders, how do they feel? Do you see remorse in them? Do you see passion? Do you see that, nationalism in them? You don't. You see, it's not about just donating money. It's about, how do I feel your impulse? If somebody will tell you, I'm sorry now, they are the same, but they mean different things. You see, we don't wait until something happens before we go into, for instance, we have National Emergency Agency. We have both the national, we have the state. And there is an equally fund for emergency. What happened? Who is in charge of those funds? Because it's not about now, in some companies, like you said abroad, some companies, they have they have a subhead, financial subhead, whereby each time they have to put some money on, where you have emergency fund. And those funds is not only when it happens. So that fund is there. For instance, if there's any emergency, the state will just take it and then use it for that. Don't we have it now? So if we don't have it, there's a problem. So there's nothing wrong in asking Nigerians to do that. But I think Nigerians are a little bit hesitant because they don't see the leaders showcasing that passion of being Nigerians first. You know, some of us don't even know what Nigerians are. You know, because it's very hard for me if you ask Mazina, can you die for Nigeria? And you know the answer.
Okay. All right, Mazi, that's a question for you. Can you die for your country, Nigeria?
The same question I will throw to the public. What is the value of average Nigeria? Well, we sang it there. There's nothing wrong to me calling for free will donation as it is done in other part of the world.
Okay.
I remember 2 years ago, precisely, I think, was it not August or July 2017, the platform we run on another radio station. When there was fire incident at Otodara Bridge, some people lost their lives. We went on air and solicited for donation from public, personally, with no other companies, and people donated. We went to the hospital, Bagada Hospital, where they were admitted. We wanted to visit them individually with our token, but we were asked not to do it. I'm on TV here, and I'm starting to be quoted.
Why not?
They said we should go to the lawsuit. And we went to lawsuit. We met the former with the head of the hospital there, that's Professor Okay. And we made a presentation of 100,000 naira to him for the victims. The question is, how were we sure that the money we donated went direct to the victim? Because we wanted to give it to the victim. Now you have also known that there are IDP camps. And you have also known that some of the relief materials given to them either were misappropriated or diverted. And that is why people are hesitant. Let me use a word, sir. Hesitant. People are afraid the credibility of those who will do it, the sincerity and accountability. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong with that. But then, you mentioned about emergency, whatever. Does it mean that Lagos State doesn't have it? But at the same time, we have to appreciate the governor. Having come out, as I had him with passion, where he expressed serious concern about that, and he appealed to the public. People will do it, but we are overtaxed. Lagos State is our tax, we are just like we are in Egypt. We need to go to the promised land. That's why people are complaining. Otherwise, there's nothing wrong in calling for free will donation.
Okay, all right. I think somebody here too is agreeing to the fact that there's nothing wrong in calling for the donation. But let me read this one coming on WhatsApp first. St. Peter's from Okota says it's time for every Nigerian citizen to realize that the Nigerian government don't have them at heart. So the best way to go is treasure ourselves and stand strong until there's true liberation. If a governor can wait until after 24 hours to get to a scene like this, and the only thing he can say is for the public to donate to a bank account he provided, then we should use our tongue to count our teeth. It's not the place of the governor to provide a bank account for such donations to be made. It's for the community affected to come together and provide a means which anything being money, consumable goods or properties to be donated to directly. All right, some messages are also coming in. Please try not to call these numbers. If you do not call, you're actually helping us a lot, okay, so we can have a smooth flow. This one coming in says there's nothing wrong on the call by the governor for donations with all the load Lagos State is carrying and special fund set up for it like it was done with NDDC. Every village in Nigeria and hamlet have someone in Lagos. Lagos is being cheated by the federal government despite a huge sum realized from Lagos by the federal government. You were going to say something?
Yeah, I'm just going to say, you see, you need to understand that there's a big gap and a disconnect between the people that are being led and the leaders. There's so much suspicion. And that is why each time government says, come and do this, come and contribute, the people first of all check themselves and say, this same government that is asking for this, who is going to give account tomorrow? We have a system where accountability, transparency and good governance has evaded the people over a long time. And because of this, it is difficult. When you talk about abroad where people would voluntarily come out, volunteers and all of that, it's because they see the love and passion of those who lead them being in the forefront. If, for instance, this happened by 9 a.m., by 10 o'clock or 11, the governor was on site, I'm telling you, ambulances will be deployed. A lot of people will come out. But you see, it took them a whole day. And I kept asking, where are the ambulances? How come, if you watch the video, I have people who live around there. You saw the way they were telling the children that were in the school, how they were helping them out. Where were the first aid workers? Where are the health officials? Where are the ambulances? So what stops government from doing the right thing? What stops government from saying that every local government should have minimum of 8 ambulances? They have the money. So what are they doing with the money? This, you see, I keep saying it comes back to even we the people. We're so part of the problem. Schools are set up. And these schools do not have safety kits for the children. What are the safety plans in place for situations like this? So it is time, the people need to take, their lives into their hands and begin to find solutions.
Just like what you said, what happened to Sister Henrietta that succeeded in rescuing the lives of some children. All at the end of it, her life went. The Lagos State government has not said anything about that. I have mentioned about accountability and credibility. Now, what we did that time was every donor, the name and the amount that was donated we read it out.
For transparency. For transparency.
Okay. Then thereafter, the expenses also we read it out.
Okay.
Now we have seen a situation where some of these things will go to private boards. Okay. And that is why we are saying we are not sure. There's nothing wrong in calling for this. People are hesitant, people are worried, people have doubts in their mind. And when people have doubts in their mind, it will be difficult to achieve that target.
Okay, Tunde from Ikoto says, may the soul of the 20 Nigerians that died rest in peace. What a shame. It was revealed that the deputy governor was at a wedding on Sunday during the explosion and he did not leave the scene. All the governors should donate their security vote for the month of March to raise the 2 billion naira. Thank you. All right, from Lagos State, let's go on to Kano State. Okay, another one just came in. The fire service, okay, now I'm being bombarded. Didi from Oba, is there no way we can help each other by taking them into our homes, aside from money? Well done, guys. This other one says the fire service chief stood there at the scene talking about how he received an award from Obasanjo years ago, while little children were being escorted from the school affected. Okay.